Hello class 7. Today we are going to look at grammar chapter 8, use of modal auxiliaries. Use of modal auxiliaries. And you would have gone through about auxiliary verbs are said to be helping verbs. Today let's see about modal auxiliaries. What is an auxiliary? First, auxiliaries are verbs that are used with other verbs to make meaningful sentences. That auxiliary verbs added with the other verbs for what? To give meaningful sentences. Otherwise it will not be a meaningful sentence. They are also called helping verbs. As it is helpful to make the meaningful sentence, it is said to be helping verbs. Here are some examples: be, will, do, may, can, has, have, etc. These are said to be auxiliaries. There is difference between auxiliaries and modal auxiliaries. Let's see here. Main and modal auxiliaries. An auxiliary verb is also called a helper verb. It comes before some verbs. It comes before only some verbs, not all the verbs. Not all the sentences have an auxiliary, and you cannot expect that all the sentence will be containing the auxiliary, modal auxiliary verbs or auxiliary verbs. Main auxiliary verbs: be, have, do. Be, have, do. And modal auxiliary verbs: can, could, shall, should, will, would, may, might, must. And similar to modals: ought to, have to, need to, be, supposed to, be, about to, etc. So in this we are going to see few modal verbs, modal auxiliary verbs, and where we have to use it, on what condition we have to use it. Come, let's see. Before that, I want you to know about the pronouns: first person, second person singular, third person singular, plural, right? So you know this already, but still in some of the cases we have to use some of the modal auxiliary verbs according to the first person, second person and third person singular and plural. So first person singular is I. For I, plural is we. Second person is you, the same you. Third person for he, she, it, plural is they. Now let's see about will or shall. Will, to talk about the future and or polite requests. Talk about future, what is going to happen tomorrow or on, and or polite request. For request purpose we can use will. Will she come round tomorrow? Yes, she will. Will she come tomorrow? Will you do me a favor, please? Will you do a work for me, please? Request. And this first is all about future, tomorrow, right? Shall, I or we. It can come with I or we, that is first person singular and plural, to make suggestions or to offer something. If you want to give some suggestions or offer, you are giving something. Shall we go for a walk and discuss it? Certainly. Shall we go for a walk? Shall I answer the phone for you? Yes, please. So it's a we can say it is an offer, and also a suggestion is being given. Now note, in legal English, shall is used for all the person and is used as an obligation. The client shall cover expenditure on film, prints, advertising and general distribution cost. It is about the person who is going to advertise. Okay. Now, so in terms of offer, you are offering something, we can use shall, and also when you are giving suggestion we can use shall. Next, should, advice, obligation and probability or expectation. So advice, when you are giving advice, you should eat more fruits and vegetables. When someone is not healthy. What you should eat green vegetables, right? I think we should wait for her now. You should take a break and get some rest. So it's an advice. Obligation, you should walk to work, you should save some money, you should do more exercise. It's like an, what is a suggestion, or we can say we are giving an advice, right? Probability, which can happen. Expectation, a ticket to Paris should cost a lot. We are expecting that it will be lost. Yes, it is a foreign country, obviously. This shouldn't be Mark's house. So probably this shouldn't be James' house or Hari's house, right? We are expecting that it is not his house. I smell bread baking. There should be a bakery nearby. So we smell and I think my mom is preparing this, right? In this case we are using should. Next, would, offer, request, refuse, conditional, future in the past. Let's see. I would help you with Spanish. They would go to the movie if you want, which is going to happen in the future. Request, would you hand me the pencil? Would you give me the pencil? Would you help me? Refusal, that is negative sentence, right? He would not lend the car to me. He would not give the car to me. She would not let him use her computer. Conditional, if she won the lottery, she would travel the world. In that particular condition, what would happen? If I had a car, I would drive around the world. Suppose if I have a car, I would go. It is a condition. If comes with a condition, right? I have already taught that if means it is a condition. It is a result one. This is the if clause. It is the result clause. If he had, this will happen. So next, future in the past. He promised he would tutor me, teach me. She said she would see her sister tomorrow. That is what is going to happen. She has already promised that what is going to happen in the future. What will happen in the future? Next, can and could. Ability, possibility, permission, request, offer. In this case, you can use can. Here also the same. Let's see. But it is in the present. It is in the past. Let's see. Ability. I can speak 5 languages. He could play football. That means at present he can speak 5 languages. Here you see ability saying he could play football. That means when he was small he could play, but now he can't. Possibility. Alcohol can cause cancer. Alcohol can cause cancer. Here you see a lot of crime could be prevented. That is in the past. If necessary steps would have taken, then there is a possibility. It's about it is about ability, how a person can do or not. It is about the possibility. If you would have stopped, that would have happened. Permission. Can I use your computer, please? Asking. It is a request, right? Sorry, permission. You are asking that I can use or not. Permission. Here also, could I please use a computer? In a polite way. Informal. To your friend you can use can I, but in a polite way, in a formal place you can use this. Now request. Can you hand me the pen? Can you give me the pen? Request. Your request. Could you tell me where the post office is, please? When you're going and approaching in a formal way to an officer, to an unknown person, so you can use could. Offer. If they like, I can carry some bags for you. If you want, we could go out for dinner after school. For suggestion purpose, for offer purpose. Next, may and might. The possibility permission, give permission, you are giving permission and asking permission, express wishes, may God bless you, right? You would have seen, you would have heard, speculate about past actions, what has happened. Let's see, it might rain later too, so take an umbrella. So by seeing the sky, you are just thinking that it might rain, it may rain. Okay, now give permission. You may have another cookie if you like. So someone is permission. If you want extra, you can take. Ask for permission. May I borrow your pen, please? May I borrow your pen, please? In this case, can be used. Express wishes. May the new year bring you happiness. When you give chocolates or cakes to someone for a birthday, they say, may God bless you, right? The same. Speculate about past actions. She's late. She may have missed her plane. That is, she's late. That means she may missed. Now, and students, let's see about must. Must. When it is your duty, you have to use it. That while driving, we have to use the seat belt. For good health, we must eat the green vegetables. And deduction, that means decreasing, we can say, or certain something which is true. Look at all that snow. It must be cold outside. I heard a noise upstairs. So by seeing the appearance or by hearing, you are having an assumption, right? Must. Emphasize necessity. When you are stressing on something, plants must have light and water. So you are seeing a plant which is becoming dry and which is kept inside the room, and you're saying it must have water and light. Strong recommendation, when you are fully confident about it. We must get together for dinner. So these cupcakes are yummy because you have tasted them and you are recommending. Excuse me. Positive assumption. That must have been my mother calling me while I was in the meeting. No one else has my private phone number. And it is a positive thing that no one has a phone number. So if a call has come, that is your mother. Now, where we have to use he must, here s should not be there. He must stop. You must to go. After must, we should not use to. You must go. She must wait. S should not be there. She must wait. Mustn't, that is must not. So when you should not do something, that is which is not allowed or which is prohibited, which you should not do, in that case you can use mustn't. Now, ought to for advice or for suggestion. You ought to revise your lessons. We are telling your brother, please revise your lessons. Margaret ought to exercise more. Probability, our team ought to win this match for today. She ought to receive the package tonight. So you are assuming. Now, not usually used in questions or negative, that is in interrogative sentence. In the negative sentence, we should not use ought to. Next, need to and needn't. Need to is a modal, not a semi-modal, but it is used in affirmative sentence to express in obligation and necessity. Now, one needs to have a visa to go to the USA. If you want to go USA, visa is needed. Obvious, it is obvious. He needs to get a new pair of shoes. When your trousers torn, you need another one. So there is difference between need and want. Now students, at this age, you don't need bike, you need education. Now need is the education, want is the bike. Okay, now needn't is a model and it expresses. See here, lack of necessity or obligation. You needn't try to explain in this opposite. So if it is not necessary, you can use needn't. Next, used to. If you see, it refers to the habit which happened in the past, but now you are not doing. Okay, he used to walk to work when he was younger. When he was younger, he used to go walk to work, but not now. The past tense, you see, that existed in the past but don't exist now. Like I used to like the Beatles, but now I never listen to them. Before, and you can say also, before I was addicted, but now I am not. Next, dare to show someone that you are not afraid. With the infinitive is come. Infinitive means to. Example, you see, is a man who dares to fight for his right. If it is for his right, he will be there to fight. He doesn't dare to ask for more money. Cannot ask for more money. And by seeing the examples, more and more examples, you can learn more. I hope you have understood this model auxiliary. Thank you.